Hello friends, welcome to your Saturday yoga practice. We are in week 20 and I absolutely cannot believe it, but I'm excited. I'm excited we've made it so far, and I hope that every time we practice that you get to join me, even if it is not from the beginning, but there would be a video that resonates with you and that you give it a try. Some of the videos I take time to really plan out, and other videos I decide to just come in and practice with you because I notice that I just overthink, overplan, and then my nervous system gets overwhelmed. And so sometimes I just like to come down to the mat with you and practice together, just without planning and more with the feeling. For our practice today, I wanted to offer a grounding practice. I'm recording it in the evening. It can be a great practice to do in the evening. It can also be a practice for the morning. So feel free to join me during any time of the day, or even a few times a day, morning and evening. In this practice, I wanted to dedicate to Ukrainian people. It's been very heavy on my heart the past few weeks, watching the consequences of the missile and drone attacks that happened May 14 and the night from May 23 to May 24, 8 hours of bombing. And there's one story that stands out to me specifically. So there's a family, a few families that I follow, and one of the families that I have found, the reason I actually started following them is because they have this beautiful little girl. Actually, their whole family is very beautiful. But this little girl is doing these cooking videos and just brings a smile on one's face. And so I started following them and enjoying the videos. And just not long ago, her mom, who tries to keep her blog motivating and positive, has posted a video walking on the street with tears in her eyes and sharing that perhaps in all these 4 years since invasion happened in Ukraine, that it was the first time in these 4 years that she regretted not taking her children out of the country because she shared just how terrifying it was. And it does something to me when I watch this and when I hear this and when I keep up with the news, although I notice that it just sometimes too traumatizing to me, and so I find a way to leverage it and have getting updates from my spouse, from my friends, so I don't feel like I'm just directly engaged into experiencing that and traumatizing myself. But the truth is that it is very traumatizing, and it is something that I had not expressed before, because I was just trying to understand myself and what I was feeling and experiencing. But for these past 4 years, as someone who watches what happens to your country, where you were born, to your culture, your people, has been just devastating. And sometimes it feels like we're just left here to watch and the guilt from wanting to do more and not knowing what we can do, and trying the best we can to support, and yet knowing that there's more that we can do. So there's such a term. There's a term for a secondary trauma. It's called vicarious trauma. And it happens to us when we hear the stories from other people, the stories of a traumatic event that happened to them. And I understand that many Ukrainian people are experiencing this type of trauma. It is not just directly being affected by it, but indirectly being affected by it. And yet, even experiencing this type of trauma, at least in my experience, there's this deep sense of guilt, because there is a realization that there are people and children in the country, in Ukraine, that are experiencing direct impact of the invasion. Their nervous system is overstimulated. And I watched another video of a little girl being in Sweden doing fireworks, and she was hunching down and closing her ears because that's all she has known for years. So it's very real. Sometimes we may not show it. And again, this deep sense of guilt of knowing that we are not there, that we are in safety, we are feeling it differently. And so I ask for understanding, and I ask for support. And I ask for support in just letting people have their space, let people share their stories, let them find their voice when they are ready. Listen to people, ask questions. If they're willing to share, they will. But today, I dedicate this practice to my people in Ukraine. And this practice is rooting into peace. And I want to tell how much I admire you and how much strength you give me every day just by watching your resilience and watching you pick up the next day, going out on the streets, cleaning up, finding ways to finding joy even in the midst of tragedy. And you're still picking up. In your vulnerability, you're strong, courageous, and you just keep going. And that strength speaks volumes to all of us. And in any ways that we can, I hope that we will not just speak the words of we feel sorry for your country, we feel sorry for what is happening, but I hope there will be opportunity to take action and offer just a little bit more than those words, so people will truly feel the presence and care. And this is also my commitment. I have been thinking how I can continue contributing and supporting. But I also want to mention that these classes, even though I also try to keep them positive, I try to keep them focused on the goal, focused on the action, focused on the healing and peace. That is my goal. And it is my desire that these classes continue to offer peace and just a space. They offer a space for those who are watching or will see them, just to come down on the mat, or come down if you don't have a mat, just sit down, find a place and practice, because there are many things that can be happening around us that we are not in control of. But there's only one thing or a few things that we can control, and it is our internal state. And that's what Ukrainian people are teaching me daily. And the way we do that is by breathing, by regulating ourselves, by taking a higher road of continuing to strive for peace, continuing to strive for healing and spreading joy and happiness. And so, wherever you are at, if you have access to the internet, I invite you to just come down, find a seat, and let us practice together. Because healing happens through action of honoring ourselves, reminding ourselves who we are, reminding ourselves our worth, reminding ourselves that we belong. And I just want to say I love you guys. I thank you for those who are watching and just inspiring me to also keep going, also making an effort, putting an effort to post those videos. My friends, let's arrive. By pressing into our sits bones, let us lengthen through the spine. It's okay to keep your eyes open. It is also okay to close them if you're ready. And as we lengthen through our spine, observe your shoulders. Notice if the shoulders are still rising. And see if there is an opportunity to lower your shoulders just a little bit more. Take a moment here to pause. And just listen to the desires of your heart. And deeply ask yourself, what do you need? What would you like to receive from the practice today? And be authentic with yourself. On the inhale, let your shoulders be drawn up to your ears. And on the exhale, draw your shoulders to the back and release them down. Let's do it again. Inhale, draw your shoulders to the ears. Exhale, bring the shoulders to the back and down. Exhale through the mouth, audible sigh. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Taking your, I won't be mirroring you here so we can really get the benefit starting working on one side and the other. So taking your left ear to your shoulder. So it may look for you, if you're watching the video, like the opposite, right? You're not really mirroring me. So just draw the left ear to the left shoulder. And let the right side of your neck to lengthen. Lengthen. And very gently, take your chin towards the center where the collarbones are here. Just dropping it down. And you may feel the stretch in the back side and the back a little bit more. And let us breathe through it. Rather than holding the breath, can we breathe deeply? Let it all release. Bring your head to center and then inhale through the nose. Exhaling through the nose, draw your right ear to the right shoulder. Notice the lengthening in the left side of your body. Stay with your breath, sensing it. And whenever you're ready, let's take that chin down to the center. Stay here for a few breaths and sense the release. Then let your head lift up to center. And right now, let's work on our eyes. So what we're going to do is we're going to, it just really feels really good. So if you are okay doing this, just gently bring the fingertips over your eyes and just gently massage them. This was really not planned, this exercise here, but it just really feels good. It feels like that's what the body is needing and calling. So just instead of pressing too much, just very gently, circular movements. And then open your eyes and just blink them. And we may squeeze the eye muscles here, like really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then open the eyes really wide. And let's do it again. Squeeze your eyes, your eye muscles. Open them wide again. And from here, we're going to start moving side to side. Just very gentle movement, rocking side to side. And we're going to add the movement in our neck, just very flowing movement. Flowing, flowy, wave-like, oh, ocean wave, lake. And just let your body soften. If we do it too fast, we may get dizzy, so be very gentle, keep your eyes open. And let your body create the natural pathways in how it moves. We're going to bring our feet in front of us, keeping the knees bent. And sometimes when we're not engaging our muscles, we just tend to collapse. I do that often. And then I remind myself. And when we do this, when we lift up, engage our core, we're practicing engaging those muscles, right? And keeping them strong. So it's good to remind ourselves to check in often with our posture. On the inhale, reach your right arm up. And on the exhale, let's lean forward. And take this right arm forward. We can wrap it around our ankle, or we can just simply reach a little bit further. It may also help to place the block and place the palm on the block for a little bit more height. Gently round your back. And just let your head kind of settle between your knees. Finding the release. And on the inhale, slowly roll up. Straighten your back and reach your left arm up. And if you found another exhale, see if you can inhale again and reach a little bit higher. And then exhaling, find the placement for your palm and just be creative. And let your head rest between the knees, shoulders resting on the knees. Stepping our feet wide to the edges of the mat. I'm just going to move it this way. Just kind of wider, seated stance. Bring the palms to the back. Opening up, externally rotating your arms. We're going to swish our knees side to side, windshield wipers. And we're going to breathe and enjoy and feel our body. Reminding that we feel safe in our body. As we reach for that peace, as we root in peace. Keeping the palms in the back, go ahead and engage your core. Press into your palms, but this time let's go ahead and we're going to rotate our arms internally so the fingers are pointing to the front towards your toes. As we press into the palms, a little bit more engagement in the wrists here. Go ahead and lift your right leg up. Maybe the knee is bent. You can bring the knee a little bit closer here. And then on the inhale, extend. Exhale, draw the knee in and flex your foot, drawing the toes to your shin. And again, inhale, a little bit of a strengthening exercise here, point your toes. And exhale, draw the knee to chest and flex your foot. go ahead and put your toe a little bit closer towards your buttocks and just find those circular movements here, creating those circular movements with the ankle. 3 to 5 circles clockwise and 3 to 5 circles counterclockwise. Maybe interesting feeling to do this in the other direction, but just work with it. Work with your body. Step your feet a little bit forward, keeping them slightly apart, hip width apart. On the inhale, engage your core, and then exhale, lift your knee up and draw it a little bit more to the chest again. Inhale, extend your leg long, point your toes, and then exhale, and it's okay to bend your elbows if your arms are too long. Exhale, draw your knee to chest and flex the foot. And again, inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Let's do it one more on this side. Inhale, point. Extend. Exhale, flex. A little bit, really that core engagement. Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot core engagement. Right? So go ahead and then put your toes down here. A little bit closer. And then let's stay here. And then we're going to go for those circles. And reversing them. Some creaks. Cranking. All right. We can simply roll through our knees. We can kind of come to a cross-legged position and then roll like this. Or we can just spring up and adjust ourselves. So we're coming to a tabletop with the blanket under the knees. Knees are hip width apart and under your hips. And if you tend to hyperflex or hyperextend, like me, if you see it in the mirror or the camera, definitely adjust it. Sometimes I just forget because it's just that flexibility. But it may look painful. It's not. But we still want to keep those elbows soft so we can protect them. So bring your wrists under your shoulders. And on the inhale, drop the belly button down and just arch your spine, your lower back, and look up. And then exhaling round. Press your palms into the mat, and as you will be pushing the mat away from you. On the next inhale, extend your left leg long, just like this. And inhaling a little bit further, you won't really feel that much arch in the back, but can you let your heart lift up with your gaze? And then exhale, round. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And if that feels good, let's rock back and forth. Rock and breathe. Remind yourself also to keep your fingers spread out, connecting through the ridges of your palms and the backs of your fingers to the mat. And if you're ready here, go ahead and as you inhale, move a little bit forward and let your leg lift up. Exhale, draw the knee to chin, rounding your back. Inhale, let your leg be long again. Taking the opposite arm to the front. Exhale, knee to elbow, rounding the back. Back to your tabletop. From the tabletop here, we're going to inhale, arch. And just hold for a moment. Exhale, round. On the next, kind of inhale here, extend your right leg long. You can connect through the backs of your toes. And connect through the top of your left foot as you continue with your breath and the gaze, lifting it up. Exhale, round your back. Press away from the floor. Inhale, find a little bit of an expression of an arch. Again, you won't really feel it. Just like we do in a tabletop. But you'll still feel something here. And then exhale, round. Let your body soften and lengthen in many different creative ways. On the next inhale here and exhale, so just breathe naturally. Let's rock back and forth. And whenever you're ready, again, with your fingers spread out, really connecting through the ridges of your palms, move slightly forward and let your leg lift up. Find your inhale, toes point to the back. Exhale, round knee to nose. Inhale, extend and lengthen, connect. Find the points of connection. Let your left arm or the opposite arm reach to the front. Exhale, knee to elbow. Bring both of the knees down. You're welcome to use the blocks, or you don't have to have the blocks. We're going to drop our hips down towards the heels. Hips can hover if that is your practice. And we're going to lengthen through the arms. We can just use the block for support here, or we can just place the palms on the mat. So give yourself this opportunity here to soften and ground. Draw on the peaceful feeling within you as we are searching and finding our inner resource. A place within us that gives us ease and gives us comfort, gives us feeling of peace and love. And keep nurturing that feeling until it grows and until it expands. And keep breathing. Whenever you're ready, we're going to press into our palms and slowly lift up. You're welcome to take a few more stretches that your body is craving today. Listen to your body, be creative, do what feels good, and give yourself lots of love and send yourself the feeling of peace and the reminder that you belong in this world. And let us hug here. So on the inhale, broaden your arms wide. Give your wrists a few rounds here, a few circles, because they've been working really hard supporting us during the tabletop. Spread your fingers. Really spread, spread, spread. Exhale. Rather than naturally taking one arm that would naturally go over and the other's under, so switch it. Switch it so it's not your regular natural way of doing this, taking that arm over, but give yourself a nurturing hug. And feel your body under your palms. Feel that nurturing and peaceful hug. I'm sending you so much love. May you be overfilled with it. I'm so glad you joined me today. I'm so glad you joined me this week. My name is Olena. My channel is Fit Journey Life, and I'll see you next week. Namaste, my friends.